To give until it hurts. That is the true meaning of love. Have you ever heard that before? Do you know who said it? Have you ever wondered what's the context behind those words? Well, it's actually a quote from Mother Teresa. She founded the Missionaries of Charity, a religious order of women dedicated to serving the poor. Mother Teresa led the order for nearly 50 years. I'm sure you'll remember Mother Teresa of Calcutta for her untiring will to help the last ones, the deprived and poor. But where did Mother Teresa find the strength and the ability to continue to serve in such a life, giving way for so many years? How did she develop her heart and love for the poor? And where did her strength of character and passion for service come from? The idea that one person can impact so many lives certainly starts to make sense. But do you believe you can make a difference? Learn how you could apply the act of giving in your life and how to untap your potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories, motivational figures, comeback stories, and public speaking tips that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. Mother Teresa was born Agnes Goncha Bochaushu in Skopje, in the capital Republic of Macedonia, on August 26, 1910. Her family was of Albanian descent, and at the age of 12, she strongly felt the call of God. She knew she had to be a missionary to spread the love of Christ. Mother Teresa felt a strong relationship with Jesus that was fostered by silence throughout her life. Her practice of silence created room for prayer and space for her relationship with God to grow. Silence fueled Mother Teresa's social actions, which manifested itself through her overwhelming power ministry with the poor. And at the age of 18, she left her parental home in Skopje and joined the Sisters of Loreto, an Irish community of nuns with missions in India. Around this time, she changed her name to Mother Teresa. In many religious and cultural traditions, including Catholicism, taking on a new name is symbolic, like a rite of passage in someone's life. And in this case, it signifies a shift in one's relationship with God. These religious figures have a favorite saint, or they have someone who embodies for them. A vision like Pope Francis took on the name Francis, from Francis to Assisi in 1931. For Mother Teresa, she was given the name Sister Teresa after Saint Therese de Lisieux. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin. After a few months training in Dublin, she was sent to India, where on May 24, 1931, she took her initial vows as a nun. And from 1931 to 1948, Mother Teresa taught at St. Mary's High School in Calcutta. But the suffering and poverty she glimpsed outside the convent walls made such a deep impression on her that in 1948 she received permission from her superiors to leave the convent school and devote herself to working among the poorest of the poor in the slums of Calcutta. Although she had no funds, she depended on divine providence and started an open-air school for slum children. Soon, she was joined by volunteer helpers, and financial support was soon to follow. This made it possible for her to extend the scope of her work. The work she did in India really challenged and entrenched notions of caste and gender roles. She worked very closely with lepers and other people who were disenfranchised, marginalized, and disposed. On October 7, 1950, Mother Teresa received permission from the Holy See to start her own order, the Missionaries of Charity, whose primary task was to love and care for those persons nobody was prepared to look after. During the 60s, Mother Teresa opened hospices, orphanages, and leopard houses all over India, and later expanded internationally. In 1965, the society became an international religious family by decree of Pope Paul VI. Today, the order comprises active and contemplative branches of sisters and brothers in many countries. In 1963, both the contemplative branch of the sisters and the active branch of the brothers was founded. In 1979, the contemplative branch of the brother was added, and in 1984, the priest branch was established. The Society of Missionaries has spread all over the world, including the former Soviet Union and Eastern European countries. They provide effective help to the poorest of the poor in a number of countries like Asia, Africa, and in Latin America. They undertake relief work in the wake of natural catastrophes such as floods, epidemics, and famine, and for refugees. The order also has houses in North America, Europe, and Australia, where they take care of the shut-ins, alcoholics, homeless, and AIDS sufferers. The missionaries of charity throughout the world were aided and assisted by co-workers who become an official international association on March 29, 1969. By the 1990s, there were over 1 million co-workers in more than 40 countries. Along with the co-workers, the lay missionaries of charity try to follow Mother Teresa's spirit in their families. Mother Teresa's work has been recognized and acclaimed throughout the world, and she has received a number of awards and distinctions, including the Pope John XXIII Peace Prize 1971 and the Nehru Prize for her promotion of international peace and understanding in 1972. She also received the Beslan Prize in 1979 and the Templeton and Magsaysay Awards. Mother Teresa cares about the people. She recognizes her spiritual dignity. She takes care of not just the spiritual needs, but their bodily needs as well. Today, she is a saint, celebrated all over the world, and surely one of the most important figures in modern history, awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize and countless other awards. To give until it hurts, that is the true meaning of love. Mother Teresa. The true lessons of Mother Teresa is to live life on your values anyways. During her lifetime, Mother Teresa was consistently one of the most admired humans walking our earth. That has continued since her death in 1997. Conditions should never deter one from his or her personal goals and mission. When we live our life based on positive, time-honored, and life-giving values like integrity, charity, and compassion, we will be blessed with energy and fulfillment. Here's how to live by the words and influence of Mother Teresa. Be an advocate for those without a voice. The poor must know that we love them. She touched lepers and took care of those with AIDS. She encouraged others to really see the poorest of the poor by going out and meeting them. She cared for those in need with her selfless actions. Be determined. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We must never be afraid to be a sign of contradiction for the world. Mother Teresa had no income and sometimes had to beg for food and supplies. But she was determined to serve those who had abandoned the society. She set such an example that at the time of her death, more than 4,000 of her sisters ran orphanages, aid hospices, and charity centers worldwide. Don't be discouraged when things seem bleak. If you feel called to help others, dedicate yourself to answering with action. Sometimes you can't do it yourself, so ask others to join you. 3. Pray. Pray is not asking. Pray is putting oneself in the hands of God, at His disposition, and listening to His voice in the depths of our hearts. Mother Teresa was a woman of God, but sometimes she struggled with the suffering she saw, so she prayed. She prayed for understanding, she prayed for help, she prayed for strength. By praying, Mother Teresa was able to continue to do what she loved, working with the poor. 4. Do everything with love. To give until it hurts, that is the true meaning of love. As a result of her willingness to provide food, shelter, and love to the poor, Mother Teresa sacrificed her personal wants and needs to help other people. And lastly, smile. Smile at each other, make time for each other, enjoy each other. Finally, you don't need more resources to become like Mother Teresa. You can do it for free. Just smile. Mother Teresa reminds us that by sharing a real smile with others, you share a part of yourself. So as you go by about your daily life today, when so many things are vying for your attention, may you have the same time and space to enter into silence. Silence is a gift waiting to be opened and explored. Mother Teresa reminds us, in silence, God speaks. May the Lord meet you in the silence and touch your heart. Keep the joy of loving God in your heart and share this joy with all you meet, especially your family. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor and support the channel by sharing, commenting below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates. Soon you will be on your way to feeling inspired.